AWS Incident Simulator, Episode 4. VPC No Internet Access. Public subnet missing default route to Internet Gateway. Let's get into it. We've got a new EC2 instance that cannot reach the Internet. It's in what we're calling a public subnet. It has an elastic IP assigned, but package installs fail, Docker images won't pull, and the instance can't hit any external endpoint. The team provisioned this instance an hour ago, and it's completely isolated from the outside world. Let's start by confirming the failure. I'll ping an external IP and try to curl the Docker registry. Total packet loss and curl timeout. The instance has an elastic IP, so from AWS perspective it should be able to reach the internet. Now, when I see this, most engineers immediately jump to security groups. Let's check that. But I'll tell you up front, I don't think that's the issue here. Let me explain why as we go. Security Group allows all outbound traffic. That's not our problem. Now let's check the network ACL on this subnet. Remember, NACLs are stateless. You need explicit rules for both inbound and outbound, and they're evaluated in order by rule number. A common mistake is having a deny rule with a lower number that overrides an allow. NACLs are wide open too. Allow all inbound and outbound. So we've eliminated both security groups and NACLs. The traffic is being permitted at the instance firewall level, but it's still not reaching the internet. There's only one thing left that controls where packets actually go, the route table. If there's no route telling the subnet how to reach 0.0.0.0/0, the packets simply have nowhere to go. They get black-holed. Let's check the route table associated with this subnet. And there's our root cause. The route table only has the local VPC route, 10.0.0.0/16 pointing to local. There's no default route pointing to the Internet Gateway. Without this route, the instance knows how to reach other instances within the VPC, but any packet destined for an external IP address like 8.8.8.8 gets dropped because the routing table doesn't know where to send it. Now, let's verify that an Internet Gateway actually exists and is attached to this VPC before we add the route. Good. The Internet Gateway exists and is attached. So the infrastructure is all there. Someone just forgot to add the route. Let's check CloudTrail to understand what happened. Was this route table recently created? Was there an existing route that got removed? This context helps us write better IAC going forward. The picture is clear. Terraform created the route table and associated it to the subnet, but never added the default route. This is a missing AWS_route resource in the Terraform code. For now, let's fix it via CLI. Route table changes take effect immediately. No restart, no reassociation needed. The moment we add this route, all instances in the subnet will be able to reach the internet. Route added. Let's verify the route table now shows both the local VPC route and the new default route to the Internet Gateway. This confirms the configuration is correct before we test connectivity. Route table looks perfect. Two routes, local for VPC traffic and the default route via the Internet Gateway. Since route changes are instant, let's test connectivity right now. Same tests we ran at the start, ping 8.8.8.8 and curl the Docker registry. ping, and curl both working. Let's do the real test. Actually pull a Docker image and install a package via apartment. These are the operations that originally failed and triggered this investigation. Incident resolved. VPC no internet access. Fixed in production. Subscribe for weekly AWS troubleshooting. See you next time.